Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the show. Jason Carter here. Thank you so much for spending your time with us today. And coming in hot, Naomi is the newest CW drama, and it follows the journey of an extremely cool and smart teen looking to uncover the origins of a supernatural event that has shaken her hometown, along with discovering her own superhuman abilities. Lots to unpack here, and we're going to do it with Naomi herself. Star Kaci Walfall is here with us this morning. Kaci, welcome to Inside South Florida. Happy New Year.
Good morning. Happy New Year to you too.
I have one word for you. Brava. Brava on this incredible show, Naomi. Such a moment for the CW, for the DCUniverse. How are you feeling?
I am feeling ecstatic. It's really close and I'm super excited for everyone to see the show and to see a different narrative. So I'm feeling excited. It's really sinking in right now.
Naomi, premiering January 11th right here on WSFL TV. You know, she's a newcomer to the DCUniverse, and people want to know, the million-dollar question, Kaci, is who is Naomi?
There is so much about Naomi. She's a 16-year-old girl. She loves Superman. Like, she's a huge comic book stan. She has the third biggest Superman fan site in the entire world. But she's really driven, she's really confident, and so many people love her. It's a story of someone who is loved and loves. And I think that as the story progresses, she learns more about herself and her hidden origin story. So I think there's so many different layers to Naomi, but really she's just someone who's driven and she's someone who's passionate.
Working with the ever so spectacular Ava DuVernay. I love the tweet she sent the other day celebrating the show, celebrating you. That's someone who, to be in her aura, has to be life-changing. What gems did you gather working and being around Ava?
There are so many gems. Every time I speak to Miss Ava, even if it's on the phone and not in person, I learn something. She really inspires you to be the best version of yourself. And she's so nurturing. So whenever I'm around her, I feel like the light inside me is shining because her light is shining. So I've learned gems about acting, of course, but I've also just learned gems to be a better person. And she's a great leader. And that's what Naomi is too. And it inspires me as Kaci.
Inspires you as Kaci. What elements of Kaci did you bring into Naomi?
Well, you know, we're similar to a certain extent. I started the show when I was 16. We're both Black girls, but I think I brought really that drive and that passion within me. And Naomi has this passion. When someone tells her no, that doesn't mean she's going to stop. So I really pulled that within myself, and I really just pulled out my confidence more with the role because she's so confident, which is why I love playing her. But there's a lot of aspects that I pulled from myself.
I read that you have always been a DC fangirl. You love Supergirl, you love the Arrowverse, you love Flash. Is it safe to say that you manifested this role, Kaci? I feel like you manifested this role.
Listen, middle school me would have been like ecstatic. So yeah, of course I manifested this in a certain extent. You know, I didn't know that there was a character that I could play, but watching those shows and, you know, thinking that everything that they did was so cool and the storylines really aligns with me, and I'm very grateful.
Inaugural season, we're all excited. We have a lot of questions. Can you dish as to what the journey is going to be for Naomi? And does she realize her full potential in season 1?
I think that the journey of her is kind of not believing everything she thinks and finding out who she is. And I think that the different narrative, what I love about the story so much is it's not she gets her powers and she's completely confident. So I think that that is a different narrative. And I think that along the first season, we'll see that. She's also a teenager, you know, she's juggling so many things. So I think that the first season is about finding out who she is and also not believing everything she thinks and really understanding the amount of power that she has and being comfortable with that.
You are someone who lots of young people of color are going to look to as a shining example of Black excellence across the globe. How does that feel?
That is such a blessing because there's so many people that I look up to. So to even be in those shoes is great. Seeing myself in Times Square was just super inspiring. Imagining my little girl self, seeing myself up there, seeing someone that looked like me up there. So it was really special.
What do you hope fans and new fans that are coming on board for this new season take away from the show?
I think that there's so many things that they can take away from the show, especially like watching it with your family. Like everybody of every age can take something away. I think that it just reminds us that we are so much more important than we may think we are. We really truly need to believe that within ourselves and that we all are enough.